My pita bread recipe is easy, simple, and gives you perfect pitas every single time. Take a look at this. So soft, so fluffy, with a beautiful pocket inside. Look at that. To make pita, you're gonna need some sugar, some salt, instant yeast, extra virgin olive oil, about a cup of water. You want this to be warm enough that you can feel it, but not hot that you can't hold your pinky finger in it. And I'm gonna add that as well. You can do all of this in your KitchenAid stand mixer. I just prefer to work with my hands. I'm gonna mix this and I'm gonna transfer it to my surface and knead it on there for about, I'm gonna say 7 to 10 minutes. So the dough has come together now, and I'm gonna transfer it to my flour surface. The dough will come together really easily, so you don't need to worry about it. And you definitely don't need more water or flour. I use bread flour for this, but all-purpose flour works just fine. As you can see, the dough is not sticking to the surface. You just have to keep on kneading until the dough is kind of smooth on the surface and just looks ready to rest. As you knead the dough, you see that it comes together. As you can see, just looks smoother, more pliable. And I didn't add any extra water or any extra flour. I just knead it for about 7 to 10 minutes until it comes together. And the surface looks pretty smooth. And if you see, if I tap on it, it's gonna bounce back. There we go. See, it bounces back, and that's what you're looking for. When it's at this stage, it means the dough is ready, and we're gonna have this rise for about an hour until it's almost doubled in size. Doesn't need to necessarily double completely, but we want it to be larger than what it is right now. I'm gonna let the dough rise for about an hour or so until it's doubled in size. As you can see, the dough has doubled in size and looks so beautiful. I'm going to transfer this on the surface, but before that, I'm gonna sprinkle some flour just to make sure that the dough is not going to stick. I'm not going to deflate it much because I want it to puff up. So now all I'm going to do is to divide this dough into about 8 pieces and then let it rest for another 15 to 20 minutes as I am going to preheat the oven to about 500 degrees. All I'm doing now is just rolling the dough balls into smooth balls like this. And then I'm gonna let them sit for about 15 minutes until the oven is ready at 500 degrees. It's been 15 minutes and I'm just going to very ever so slightly spread the dough and then again, very gently roll it out using a rolling pin. I'm not applying too much pressure because I don't want to reduce the air that is in the bread. That's how you get the pocket. So that's like what we are aiming for here. I have a very hot pan here. I'm going to cook some of them on the pan and some of them in the oven. You can see that it has all puffed up. So I'm going to flip it and cook the other side. For the oven, I'm putting 2 on a very hot baking sheet and going to bake it for just a few minutes, and I might need to flip it depending on how brown they get. And here they are, so beautiful. It's easy, it's simple, and so delicious. You can have this for breakfast, for wraps, sandwiches, however, and you are going to have this beautiful pocket inside. Give it a try and enjoy.